Welcome to my channel where I'm sharing my world and beyond while learning why Sarah is Sarah is Sarah. You know, during this pandemic and quarantining, I'm over it, but I'm still stay home. Anyways, I hope you guys are all doing well and staying safe. And if you're new here to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe so you can follow on my journey of Sarah as I go about sharing my life right now. During this pandemic, the internet has been a very interesting place. First, everyone started off, being very cute, baking sourdough bread, to everything is cake edition, and then to like making frog bread and just, everything. Have not hopped on that trend because I am lazy. Yeah, well, something I will tell you that I am doing is getting a lot of takeout. Yeah, my history with Panera. It's a chill place, and they have some good pastries and tea. I have loved their Cheese Brittany, almost like a little like croissant muffin.
Before we go any further, y'all know I gotta do my food fact history. So Kouign-Amann is from the northwest region of France, called Brittany. This word doesn't sound like typical French, and you're right, it has Celtic roots. One day, a baker named Yves-René Scordia was making bread dough, and it didn't turn out right, so he added some salted butter and sugar. And look at that, no food waste and a gorgeous dessert pastry.
Instead of like not spending time making the world's fattiest, most difficult pastry, which is called
Kouign-Amann,
I decided to make some at home. So I googled some pastry videos and
Panera piglets. Panera Brittany. What is this word? Kouign-Amann? No? Oh.
Kouign-Amann. That's right. Or should I say, yes, Queen.
Food Wishes really got it for me. So today I am just trying out Food Wishes recipe and, let's go on this pastry journey together. Let's do it. Let's get started.
Okay, so we're gonna start prepping our dough, and first thing we need is water. Stay hydrated, yes. And then some bamboo shoots. Oh no, it's definitely yeast. In my house we reuse jars. So make sure the water is like warm but not too hot, and then we're gonna add some sugar to feed the yeast, and then we're gonna mix it up and then let that little bath sit and for around 10 minutes. And we're back, and it should look kind of foamy, and we're gonna add in that melted butter. And this is where we just really start incorporating the flour, and it's gonna be really, really sticky in the beginning. And just leave a little bit of flour still in the bowl, so then you can adjust the amount, so just to make sure that it doesn't get too dry, because you may not need the full amount of flour, but it just depends. And then we're gonna roll it out onto a board, a piece of wood, yes. And you wanna be careful not to overmix it or knead it. So here I am just adding in that extra flour again and just working it with my hands gently until I form a cute little ball. Oh, cute. And then we're gonna we're gonna butter a nice bowl and leave it in there to rise and let the yeast do its thing, and make sure to cover it so it can stay moist and hydrated. So let's get our muffin pan, and we're going to coat them with melted butter, making sure you thoroughly get all the sides, and then we're gonna add in some sugar to create this caramelized glaze. It's gonna be so ooey gooey and great. And so, just bang that around a little bit, spread it around. All right, so we don't waste that sugar, so we're gonna keep that, because what we're gonna do next is create this seasoned sugar mixture that we're just gonna pour all on the dough and all on the pastry to, yet again, create that caramelization that is so wonderful. And our dough, this is after, about like an hour and a half. Wow, look at them craters. It's like the moon. And then, poke. So this dough is going to be, really fun to work with in the beginning. So you just want to add as much flour as you need. So not too much, but just enough so it won't stick. And this is when we're going to start creating the laminated dough, which is basically creating layers of butter frozen butter, and we're gonna grate it with a cheese grater, and that's how we're gonna fold in the butter. I don't have to use the whole stick. So now I start patting it down, and then I fold it into thirds, and then we're gonna refrigerate that dough for about half an hour. So, you know, just let it chill, cover it a little bit. So we're just going to gently roll it out, and it'll be a little tougher to work with in the beginning since it just came out of the fridge, but you know, just have patience, stretch, roll it out, fold again. That'll be the second time that we've folded and rolled. So, you know, it definitely does take some patience. And this is how you create that flaky pastry, is literally because of folding all the layers of dough with the butter again and again. So we are going to roll it out one more time, and then this is going to be giving it a long rest. So we're actually going to have it in the fridge for an hour and a half this time. So it'll be plenty chilled. And then now the seasoned sugar. Yes, be generous with this. So the idea is to basically roll this into the dough and incorporate it into all of its lovely, lovely layers that we just built up. And so you do want to work fairly quickly with this because the salt and the sugar are going to draw the moisture out of the dough, and just continue to sprinkle it on. All that glitters is not gold. And so now I want to get a more precise shape, so I'm using a pizza cutter to cut the dough into more of a square rectangle. Ooh, shadow puppets. Just, you know, heads up, I definitely did not make the best or straightest lines, but it's okay. It's all good. It's gonna taste great, and we can always adjust. Alrighty, so now we are going to do some dough origami. So what I did was that I put the four corners in the center together. Kind of like making those origami fortune tellers like when we were kids. And so some of them I went ahead and like flattened the tip, but then other ones I just left the tip up because I heard pointy food, everyone likes pointy food. Alright, fast forward, let's go. And I use a chopstick to create a better shape. And more sugar. We're gonna do a last coating of sugar before we pop it into the oven. Bake this on 375 for about 25 minutes. And what are my leftover pieces gonna do? Well, we're gonna make them into snake cookies. And so now I wanted to add a little topping to offset the sugar a bit. So I added a little lemon to some raspberries that I had for a little bit of that acidity, and I think it's gonna make it pop too. And we made some fish this lunch.
Oh, wow.
Hot tip. You want to plate these immediately or put them on a wire rack, because as the sugar cools, like, it'll caramelize and it'll be so hard to get them out. And then look at the candy shell on the bottom. It's great. Yeah, we definitely created some ASMR, and everything is made better by more sugar. And then we're gonna put little dollops in our little crevices. And ooh, enjoy your work.
Here you go. Oh, it's so pretty. So what is your first impression?
Well, it looks like I'm sitting in the cafeteria in France.
In France? Okay.
Yes.
Does it look like the Panera ones?
Yes,
And then-
absolutely.
Why do you like the Panera ones?
They have really unique menu
Mm-hmm.
and then tasty.
Mm-hmm.
The price is reasonable too.
Okay, okay.
And one more, they're close to home.
They're close, that's
Yeah,
true.
close.
What do you think this will taste like compared to the Panera ones, I guess?
Let me try it first.
Okay, all right. It's raspberries, and then I put a little bit of lemon, so it's a little bit sour. So then with the sweet and the sour, it will balance each other out, hopefully. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Crispy. I can hear the
Oh
sound.
my gosh.
The buttermilk smell. And the outside skin is crispy.
Oh.
Also, I can feel the milk. Did you feel put some? Yeah, there's some milk. Milky.
No, only butter.
Butter.
Lots of butter.
But it's very, very tastes good.
It's so flaky and crispy. And actually, the reason why the outside is sticky is because lots of sugar. So once the sugar is heated, then it becomes this like shell, kind of like candy.
I really feel, oh, maybe I had another piece. Maybe I had another piece for afternoon tea.
She already has a vision. Even though I put a lot of butter in it, it doesn't feel very oily. So it still feels like really light. Dangerous, because that means you can eat like 5 of these and not notice.
I think if you're not here, I will finish up all.
Oh. Anyway, guys,
Good job.
thank you.
Shut up.
If you guys want to give this a try, let me know if you think it's too much work. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye! You guys thought I forgot about my little snake cookies? Nope, I sure did not. That caramelized really fast.